Oh man, alrighty guys, welcome back to yet another video. And well, first things first, I gotta give you guys a big thanks and a big shout out because a couple days ago, finally surpassed on the channel 1,000 subscribers. Big milestone, kind of crazy. So a huge shout out to you guys, all the new subscribers from the last couple videos in the last like couple of months or so, and even bigger thanks to everyone that's been here, to anyone that's been here since the beginning. Really appreciate it. But yeah, thank you guys seriously so much. Been going for that one for a while, and it's crazy to think I started my YouTube channel in like 2016, 2017, something like that, and really knew nothing about social media or YouTube, and just started posting videos in a GoPro of fishing, and quickly realized it was going to be a lot harder to grow a channel than I initially thought. And after a couple years of that, I just pretty much quit, and it's very scarcely uploaded for like 3 or 4 years. And then about 1 year ago exactly, I had about roughly like 450 subs and really no momentum into direction with the channel, and started doing the camping and truck camping, and within a year I've gained more than double the size of the channel, surpassed 1,000 subs. Kind of crazy and surreal. So huge shout out to you guys, and really hopefully this is really just the beginning for this channel. But all that aside, huge shout out to you guys. In this video, I haven't really given you guys a proper tour of the actual town of Copper Harbor, which is the very remote northern town in Michigan in the Keweenaw Peninsula here. And so I figured this would be a good video to kind of give you a little bit of a tour, give you some of the history, and yeah, that's the plan. Let's jump right into it. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, so for give you guys a quick little update. Every few months I do this just for all the new viewers. Been getting a lot of new viewers the last few months. I give an update and run through of the my truck camping setup. You can see I'm set up here up in some state land. Absolutely beautiful view. Not where I'm going to be camping at night. I'm going to be camping back down at headquarters, but it's a good place to kind of get away and give a little rundown of things. So here's the back. Definitely the messiest part, because I mean I have everything that I live with in here and for multiple seasons. So I have my 7-gallon water jug. This generally lasts me generally a week or two, depending on how much I'm drinking and using dishes and stuff. And I got my red flannel, got my drone. This is like a little laundry bag, and then kind of some toiletries, camera bag, fishing / hiking bag, GoPro, and my backpack, which is going to be I'll probably use this sometime later in the year. I like to take this out. I need to go backpacking, hiking for multiple days, whereas this is kind of just a day pack. And this is like a short pack too, my uncle got me. This is like just a day pack. It's got a nice water pouch in it, lots of hiking stuff. And then down here, very essential, I got slippers, I got an air mattress, I got snow pants and a winter coat for when the weather gets cold here. It gets very early winters here. And then that's about everything on this side. I'll open up my side window, and there is my truck camping setup, at least from this angle. This angle just looks so cozy in here, and I do a lot of my charging, like my phone and a lot of things, camera batteries and stuff, off of this little mini Jackery unit. Works really well. Charge it once a week when I go down to town, and charge it off the truck battery. My disco lights for mental support on those lonely days. And also right here, I've got, if you flip this open, this is got a safe in there, a speaker, a UV flashlight, another knife, deodorant, a whole bunch of my books. It's like my little outdoor library. And then all my clothes, a whole bunch of outdoor rain gear, nicer clothes and stuff. And that's where I keep all of that in this nice little shelf area here. Open up this back window here. So there's the truck camper setup. You can see from a distance. I go up close, and I got on this side, obviously, my bed. I keep a weighted blanket here for when it gets cold. This is actually really clutch. I got some flannel here, and then I got on top a 30-degree sleeping bag. This is the one I use pretty much every night. It's a lot cozier than. And then down here is where I got a bike, a tire pump, a fly rod, and pretty much all my fishing rods, and some random tools and random stuff in there, random storage. All right, and then here is my pull-out kitchen drawer right here. Bit of a mess right now. I got some things I'm gonna clean up. I got all my pots and pans. I gotta kind of do a deep cleaning and reorganizing. And then all the way in the back there, I keep a whole bunch of gear, my heater, some buckets, like a little snow shovel and stuff. got my seasonings, my silverware, propane, which I'm getting low on, syrup, some vegetable oil. This used to be my silverware drawer, but it still needs some repairs. And then this pulls up right here. And I got all sorts of food in here. Got some napkins, instant coffee, a little. And yeah, that is the kitchen. And probably my favorite feature that I really feel like separates my build from other people's builds I've seen on YouTube. My main focus of this build was just comfort. And this chair is exactly that. It's incredibly comfortable. I've never really seen another setup with a chair like this, and that was kind of my main goal. I wanted to be comfortable, and if it's raining, I can be in here and be chill and okay, just hanging out in here all day. So that was kind of the main focus of my build, but yeah. Alrighty, and then in here, we've got my cooler, which I've been freezing ice packs and throwing in there. I've just got mostly just like condiment stuff in there and that sort of thing, a pepper, no meat right now. I keep all that in the fridge and freezer at the headquarters. Keep that shut. Got my camera tripod, a hat, a coonskin cap for when it gets cold, fillet board and knife, my cowboy hat from Arizona, bug spray, another knife, always good to have on hand, some flies, a bunch of maps of the local area, waders for fishing, my kayak seat, and kayak paddles for kayaking up there, my technology bag, which got headphones, laptop, all my editing equipment and stuff, a tent, and up in here we've got my more fishing stuff, more work clothes, and that's pretty much everything. Definitely pretty messy. It's a work in progress, but I mean, for me, it works fairly well. Then up here, as you can see how bad and horrific the flies have been, I put one of those little sticky window things. Look how many I've collected in one day. And that's just up here. So imagine how bad it gets at night back there. It gets really old, trust me. I got water, Ocean Refresh shampoo, and then my dry food, which is always kind of like the hardest part to find good storage for. I don't like having it all up here, but I don't really have anywhere else good to put it, so it kind of just ends up all up in here for now. And I got my hiking boots and all that kind of good stuff. And alrighty guys, so there's kind of a update. Not much has changed for anybody that's been here for like the last year, but I like to give an update. I like to give a little refresher tour of my truck camping setup every couple of months, just for all the new viewers. I'm gonna head back into town and I'll catch up with you guys when I get there. All right, so here's the first stop of things that make Copper Harbor a pretty popular spot to go to. As remote as it is, it's the northernmost town in Michigan. There's a lot of stuff that brings tourists here. One of them is that Copper Harbor is the starting point of US Route 41, which you can see a map right here. And I didn't even realize this until I came here, but here's a big sign about it. And Route 41 starts way up here in Copper Harbor and then goes all the way down to Miami, Florida, roughly 2,000 miles in length. And we have a lot of motorcyclists that'll take it all the way up from Miami, all the way to up here, and a lot of other people. I've working at the state park, I've met some cool people that travel it all the way up and then stop here in Copper Harbor. There's even a sign that shows Miami in Copper Harbor. It shows the nearest town in Miami, so it's kind of cool. It goes south 41. And this is east of town of Copper Harbor, and I'm gonna work my way through the town and give you guys kind of a tour of all the buildings and stuff. Here's a truck. Here's this little turnaround here for 41 and the end of the road right there where I just was. And yeah, let's head into town and I'll keep giving you guys a little bit of tour of everything. Let's do it. Alrighty guys, just made it to town and I'm gonna go walk around and kind of show you guys around, get a few video clips of all the a lot of the buildings, a lot of things to see here in town, and give you guys a little bit of history. Let's do it. So coming in from the east side in here in Copper Harbor, you see right on the right, you get the Jenny, which is the general store. You got a lot of your basic essentials and stuff there. I've got a nice bar, a couple bars and grills on the left side. You got like a food truck and whatnot. Copper Harbor, the town, was founded in the early 1840s. The U.S. discovered copper ore here, and it quickly turned into a copper rush, very similar to like a gold rush out west. And this place basically turned into like a Wild West town for roughly close to 10 years. And before that, it was the Native Americans and early French settlers that fished and traded furs in the area. But you keep making your way through town, and you've got a great little little kayak and bike rental. Mountain biking is huge in the area. There are trails everywhere, and people flock. It's really like rated as like the best mountain biking area in the whole Midwest, and people come from all over to mountain bike the trails with the tons of hills and stuff. Got some more restaurants, and then you've got right in town, one of my favorite places I spend a lot of time at is the visitor center and postal office. So I've had some gear shipped here, and it's pretty effective. Just a tiny little postal office. It's pretty dang cool. You can get stuff shipped there. A popular thing, you got the Uperlites, the agates that people come looking for up here. So you got a couple rock shops right in town. Pretty dang cool. You keep going through town, and you get up. You've even got an old one-room schoolhouse built in the 1840s as well, and it's still actually in use today, which is I think is pretty dang cool. Take a left and go up further up there. You got old building. You got some real old cottages and a bookstore. Some real nice books and decorations in there. You got this old museum up kind of when you turn left at the intersection on 41. Then you keep heading down, and you got an old-fashioned candy store. You've got old general store, which is like one of the historical buildings. You got lots of old antiquities and things in there. Lots of stuff to look at. I've explored a lot of the shops around here. Then you keep going, you got some more little just like painting shops, little gift souvenir shops, and then the only gas station in town. Really cool little ice cream shop. And they've even got a mini golf place, a mini golf up here. You can find mini golf anywhere, I guess, even in a remote northern town in Michigan. Once you get off 41, like the little roads that go through it around the homes and little cabin rentals and stuff are really pleasant to walk through, just like narrow, lots of nice old trees. And I loved a lot of the little cabin, old-fashioned fishing cottages and stuff in town. Lots of old-fashioned motels and cabin rentals to stay at here. Good amount of gift shops in town to check out, which I like walking through and stuff. So you do get a lot of the little touristy stuff. But when you get down, and you've got Jamson's Bakery, which is like the best bakery in town. They sell out within the first couple hours every single day. Probably the biggest draw to Copper Harbor, not being just the start of US 41, but it's also one of the only 3 ferries that goes out to Isle Royale National Park, which is one of the most remote national parks in the US. And it's a giant island way down Lake Superior. And the ferry, the Queen, the Isle Royale Queen, is the ferry right in Copper Harbor, and there's a bunch of parking, and it takes you all the way out there. And then down back towards the east side of town, you get the one really fancy restaurant in town called the Harbor House. I believe it's a German restaurant, I want to say, and it's really famous. It's known as like some of the best food in the UP and all of Michigan. And it's got like amazing surf and turf and fish dinners and stuff. And of course, there's also, if you go back east, we got Fort Wilkins State Park, which is where I work. And U.S. Army built the fort in, I believe, 1844 or so. The fort was put in place not for any wars, but it was really just to keep peace between the Native Americans and the settlers here mining for copper. So it was like basically just to regulate and make sure it didn't totally turn into just a free-for-all like the Wild West or anything out here. And it was only like running for a couple of years, and it's right on the beautiful, try not to laugh when I say this, Lake Fanny Ho is the lake here. But it's an amazingly beautiful lake with the hill that it's like a wall of trees. It's so unique and so cool. I can't wait for the fall. It's going to be absolutely insane in the fall. Oh, all right, so there's a little tour of Copper Harbor. Yeah, I'm gonna head back. It's getting a little bit late. Time to make some dinner, and I'm gonna head back to headquarters, pick up some food, and make some dinner. So let's get back on the road, and yeah, let's do it. Let's go make some food. Alrighty guys, so we made it back to my camp here at headquarters. We're making up some chicken, pepper, mozzarella cheese, quesadilla type of deal. That's good. Some more peppers on there as well. All right, here's how things are looking in there. Looking pretty good, to be honest. Better than I would expect. slide those in there like this, and just set her in there. I'm gonna toast these guys up and then get eating. They're looking pretty good. Oh yeah, I would say, at least looks wise, they look pretty dang bomb. My word. Batch number 2 looking awfully delicious. I would say a little bit of sour cream and some hot sauce, and it would take these things to a next level. Oh boy. Alrighty guys, well my light batteries are just about dead, so it's pretty dark in here. It's getting late and I'm getting to bed now. Though it's starting to rain, it's looking like it's gonna thunderstorm here throughout the night, so I'm gonna get to bed, and yeah, I'll catch you guys in the morning. We're gonna listen and fall asleep, listen to the rain. Oh, good morning, guys. As you can probably hear, it is raining again. It was pretty intense thunderstorms last night. Alright, you guys aren't going to be able to hear anything with the audio. The wind is absolutely crazy. Got my drink in hand, my Pop-Tart. There's Superior. Holy cow, look at those waves. Oh, no way. A rainbow. No way, right over the town. That's incredible. Right over the hill. What a way to start the morning, eh? Wow. Wow. Absolutely wicked out today. Absolutely love it. I love the intense weather like this. Wow, wow, wow. What an epic morning. Yeah, there is just a few more things more epic than drinking a big hot drink in the morning on Lake Superior with massive cold waves and just all this cold mist blowing in your face, all the wind, and you're just drinking a hot drink sitting there. Oh man, it's just like so powerful, and the full wrath of Mother Nature. It's such an awesome morning. But yeah, I'm gonna get back on the road and probably head down to Calumet, maybe go to the library, and I gotta upload a video, this video actually, for you guys. I've definitely working at a crunch here. I gotta get this edited and posted for you guys today. But yeah, that's the plan. Let's do it. Oh man, all right. I got my jar of Thimbleberry jam. I made the last video. Go check it out if you haven't already. We're gonna be giving it a try. I have not tried. I ate a lot. I just use tortillas. Are so versatile. They're great for so many meals, especially truck camping. They're cheap and easy. They work for every meal. So, be testing out. Oh wow, that looks insane, dude. Be testing out for lunch a little bit of Thimbleberry jam, and this stuff is like super strong, so I'm only gonna be smearing a little bit of that guy on there. That's what it looks like. Real bright red, looks really good. So we're gonna roll these up and give her a go. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. If you've never tried it before, I know it's like $30 a jar, but I'd highly recommend. Just such a strong flavor, but it's really just the perfect amount of tart and sweetness. It's just so unique, but absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna finish this up, and then I gotta get some editing done. And I think this is gonna wrap up this video. Kind of all over the place, but I gave a little bit of tour of the town, and cooked some nice meals, survived some rain, and did all sorts of stuff in this one. So really appreciate you guys watching. It's another day in the life, living full time in a truck in a remote northern town in Michigan. And thanks again so much for 1,000 subs. Hopefully this is really just the beginning. So tons more to come. I'd really appreciate you to subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the next adventure.